John 4:25. Dicit ei mulier, scio quia Messias venet, qui dicitur Christus. Cum ergo venerit, illa nobis adnuntiavit omnia. The woman says to him, I know that the Messiah is coming, who is called Christ. When, therefore, he comes, he will explain to us everything. Now the Samaritan woman replies to Jesus with a confident assertion of her own. She says to him, there's our dative of the person being spoken to that we've seen so many times. Here's where our quotation begins and ends. She says to him, I know. And you can see here in the Latin, this is one of the advantages of reading the Bible in a language other than your own, is you notice things that you might not otherwise. You can think back to Jesus' use of nescio and scio a couple of verses ago, where he says, you Samaritans worship what you don't know. We Jews worship what we do know. This is almost kind of a rebuttal here. She's saying, I do know something. I know that... And this is quia being used, as so often in the Vulgate, to create an alternative construction to the accusative infinitive, a kind of simpler way of doing indirect speech. I know that Messias, this of course is a Hebrew loan word, I know that the Messiah, when it is coming, being used just like a couple verses ago when Jesus was saying the time is coming, best translated with a progressive present in English. I know that Messiah is coming, that the Messiah is coming. That is the Messiah qui dicitur Christus. The Messiah who is called Christ. Christ is a Greek word that means the anointed one, which is actually just a translation of Hebrew Messiah. Dicitur might have thrown you off a little bit at the beginning. Really here, it's just equivalent to pello. Here we would say appellatur. You could also say nominatur, who is called or named Christ. And here there's kind of a pause. Maybe we could do a semicolon here. So, probably that's better than therefore. Ergo is not quite so high a register in her mouth, probably here. So, she says, when he comes, illa here, more or less just equivalent of is, when he, that is the Messiah, the Christ, comes, and when erat here we have to note, third person singular, future, perfect, active, indicative, okay? So literally, when he will have come, and remember Latin is more precise about these different kinds of future tenses than English is. In English, we would simply say, to translate this passage, when he comes, or when he will come. But Latin says, when he will have come, that is, when he will have arrived in the future and now will be here, at that point, after his coming, he will proclaim or make known to us, adnuntiabit, first conjugation verb, third person, future, active, indicative, and that be infix is your clue to the future there. He will make known to us all things.